So I've got my mat out in front of me just because we're going to be doing a little bit more activity today. So you might try the sit-up. Okay, so we're just going to go inside for a second. Just have a nice long spine. Maybe just roll those shoulders back a little. Think long spine, tucking the chin. Placing your hands here and just thinking lots of space across the belly, long spine, space across the shoulders. I'm always going to start with the breath, just noticing the breath falling in and out, and then we're gently going to exaggerate the breath, breathing in through the nose. Holding all that lovely energy in the chest in your own comfortable ways, breathing out. And then letting that flow come in. Imagine expanding into every cell of your system, breathing in. Holding in your own way that you're doing this, not my rhythm. And then gently, we're just going to drop the head, hands on the belly, on the thighs there. And just do a little no. Maybe just take our hands, pinch the back of the neck. Take our opposite hand and just pinch those shoulder muscles there. See what's happening. And we're just going to check inside. See if we can see what's happening in our system. How's your body feeling? Are there any areas in your body you need to be really gentle with today? Just checking inside and let that part be the boss. And just feel how tired the body is, or sleepy, or whatever's happening there, any areas that have a little bit of inflammation. Really pay attention to the detail of your system with as much tenderness as you can. This body works really hard for us. And gently we're going to start just by tapping the skull with our fingers. So we're just going to see why it's so lovely to do this. We're going to tap the skull and gently tap over the forehead. And you're just tapping around the gums, the cheeks with your fingers. So you're working all the reflexology points on your face. The cheeks are our sinuses, lung area. All the jaw areas, our digestive area, actually good for our gums and teeth. Bring our elbows in. We're just going to tap under the eye sockets with one finger, 2 fingers. So this is really good for you. Don't tap on the eyeball, and then above. And then we're going to just use the tips of our fingers just to tap around the face. So really good to do first thing in the morning, last thing at night. That's it. Really, I can be quite vigorous. Really good for your skin. Little gentle taps on the heart center, which is the nose. You're just going to use your soft fingers to brush down. If that's the most precious, beautiful face you've ever felt under your fingers. We're going to rub the ears. Take your fingers right around the back of the ears, right down those lymph glands, side to side. And we're just gently, just going to do this relatively quickly. This tones, this enlivens, this energizes. And we're just going to use our hands, shoulder, and then we're just going to rub. So making that shape, rubbing, energizing, breathing, rubbing in the backs of the hands. Palms coming up, now little taps into the body. We're doing this quite quickly, but I want you to just feel inside in a bit and see how really good this is. It's like a shiatsu, you're working the meridians, you're energizing anywhere there's a little extra bit of yourself, really good for toning the muscles. And imagine you're rubbing in love, warm, safe sunshine, appreciation into this hard-working body. Rub your hands together. Lovely. That's good for our right and left sides of our brain. We're gently going to rub our sternum, under the lymph glands, anywhere around the breast, chest area we can. We're going to keep away lumps and bumps. Rub the belly, clockwise direction and the opposite direction, right in here. We're going to take our knuckles. You know you've done this before. Just lean forward and rub the backs right down through those strong back muscles. If you can lean a little bit back from your chair, you're just going to tap all the kidneys there, tap the belly, and you just tap your thumb in. This is really good for our system. And we're just gently going to tap the leg, just tap the thighs, super good for our thighs. So giving yourself a shiatsu. And then rub the thighs, and if you can lift the leg, rub right down to the foot anywhere you can reach there. Super good for your body. Just to rub the front of the foot, the ankles, in any way, wherever you can rub. Lovely. Tapping, rubbing, and then the other side. So I can start with a little tap. I can do it like this. I can lift my leg. Just do it with a little fist or tuck your thumbs into. Great sound. Super good for our body. So do this with your leg, foot resting on the chair. You can get hold of those shins right down to your ankles, to your feet. Really good if you can make that shape and come up the calf. Really good for your circulation. Any varicose veins you have really need extra rubbing very gently if they're very extreme. Okay, we're just going to go inside again. Close our eyes. Big breath in, holding, breathing out through the mouth or the nose. I just feel my body's a little more tingly, a little more alive. Super good for you. And then we're gently again going to open our heels. This is super good just to do this a little bit, do that now. Then anywhere your arms can reach up, squeeze your eyes to cut your tongue. Your own way. Some of you here, some of you here, some of you have done lots of yoga. Please don't do this because it's too much for your back. Just a little hands on the thighs, little nose. I can feel all that blood getting into the brain. I could gently push up so I don't strain my back, or those who've done a lot, pulling up from the core muscles. And you're just finding anywhere, just stretch those arms. Those who can, squeeze your eyes to count your tongue. Feel how good that is to stretch those arms up there. Breathing. Beautiful. And then we're just going to have a little stretch in the leg. So we're just going to, I'm planting my foot, my bum's on the edge of the chair. So make sure you've got a nice stable chair. And I could just be here. Here. Rub that leg a little if you can. Knees. And those who've done a lot of yoga with me can bend and stretch the knee. You can just gently come down. Don't come down too much, some of you. Just here is plenty. Please don't really push or strain. I can feel that right in the back of my leg there. Then we're going to do the other side. So gentle version. Just, this is nice and planted. Just here. Just here. Little nose. There's plenty. Rubbing your back, coming up if you need. Those who've done lots of yoga with me can flex the foot. Hang down. I could even use my hand somewhere there, or my hand on my thigh so I'm not straining. Find your breath. And rub. Where can you feel that pulling? That's glorious. Okay, so we're just going to start. And we're going to start by just pressing to the edge of the chair. And we're just gently going to lift. So I'm using my core muscles. I'm pressing. Some of you can do it a little more. Pressing. Breathing. So you're looking at the opposite knee. Breathing. Anytime you get tired, remember some of you just shake. Take a break. Those who are used to this and want to work their core muscles, out breath. Press down, using my core muscles and breathing. Out breath, out breath, out breath, out breath. Now just check inside. Everyone just check your saliva. I'm using a jar today. Slurp. Really important to hydrate. So some of you can have your hands here, just stretch them. You're just going to see how far, if you can just reach your hands behind and just stretch out. And some of you can bring them up a little more, stretching out. So what I'm doing is just opening the chest. See what happens. Don't come up. I might have one a bit lower, but keep them at the same level. So I'm going to take mine all the way up there to about here, and I'm opening the chest, getting right to the end of my seat, and really see how that opens your shoulders. Make sure your chair's nice and strong. Breathing out, lifting the chest. So I could be here and that would be fine. This would be the gentle version in your own pace. This would be the deeper version where you take those arms, lift the sternum there, drop down. Just see what that feels like to be opening, closing. You can even hang there a little bit and see how good that is. Make sure your spine feels good, and then you're going to hold. So really get whatever position your arms can be. Lift the chest. And now you're going to let those arms relax. Just give them a little swing there across your shoulders, just swinging. I'm going to bring the hands together, and we're just going to open those shoulders this way. That's it, keep going. We're just doing a few. Then let the arms rest. You're going to take one above the head and just stretch it. Feel that stretch anywhere. It might be here, some of you are doing, might be here. Just find a way that you can gently stretch those arms. Good. Okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing, but we're going to add a leg. So separately, if you wanted, you just lift, push down. Maybe we'll just do this first, where you're pushing down, lifting. Some of you can lift, sinking belly to thigh, sinking. That's fantastic. Sinking, sinking. And then we're going to do it again. So in your own way. Opening the shoulders. That's it, fantastic. 8, then we're going to come up again in your own gentle way. I'm going to do the deeper version. Using your core muscles. Now take a pause. We're just going to have a little twist. So I could be here, here, here. Some of you can really lift and relax. So I'm really opening my spine. Turning, I could use that and really look behind. Some of you breathing and relax. So you're just really opening, lifting the heart center one more time. You're opening, you're lifting. Feel that chest lifting, drop the shoulders. Big breath in, we're going to do the other side. So just here, I could drop, release. Some of you can twist even more, take hold of the chair. Really looking behind, breathing in your own time. Sinking. I can feel that right down my spine, lifting the chest, breathing and releasing. One last time, lifting and holding. Tuck the chin in, long spine, using all your core muscles, breathing in, breathing. Okay, lovely. So now we're gently going to take those heels out. So I could do it this way, where I'm flexing. And we don't Charlie Chaplin feet. Some of you can press and press. So we're bringing in, out in your own time. So I could do it gently, like this. Or I could bring it up, out. Using your hands, in, out. The deepest version, you can take it up. So you're here, you can sink, take it up. Here, sink. Take it up, in, out, in, up, in, out. I could do this nice and low. Take it up. And we're just going to do these now. Just take them out. Some of you just take that leg out. Take that leg out. Now just do it in front. Just open, working those knees, pressing up through the spine. Point and flex now. So I could point and flex here. I'm really working my cores. I'm pressing my hands. Or I could take my leg, point and flex and hold. I could use my hand. Please don't strain. Just here is good. Pointing and flexing, swinging the knee if you like. Some of you can hold, point and flex. Do it one more time each side. That's it. Just point and flex. Lift up, use your hands. Feel that leg getting tired. Feel that leg getting tired. Really good. Now we're going to have a little sink. I'm going to drop down here, just here. Just check you're not straining. Some of you can drop down all the way. Finding your breath. Find your breath. We're going to take now, we're going to turn sideways so you can see. We're going to turn sideways. We're going to take, some of you can just hold onto your wrists. Some of you your elbows. Some of you can, you lock those hands together. You see, I'm tucking my chin in, just opening, stretching those shoulders back. Feel how good that is. Tucking in, I could sink down a little, tuck the chin in. And some of you can hold. Finding your breath, holding. I'm going to take that hand right over the head. Stretch it, lift up right from the hips, breathing. I could be here, just experimenting, and just experimenting. Just do what your shoulder feels fine with. Those of you who've done a lot, you're lifting the chest, finding your breath. Finding your breath. Beautiful. We're coming forward. Now, everyone, if you can, just take another sip of water if you can. You're trying to hydrate. And super well. Okay. So we're going to work our arms. Okay, again. So we're going to come in a few times and out. Bring those elbows together. Take a rest. One more time. And go one. I could do it here. I'm getting a little tired. And up. Take it open. I could do just little ones. Some of you can do big ones. Now rest. Take that arm up and stretch it up. Just do a few, just punching up there. Feel how good that is. You're just punching up that arm. Some of you can be here. Swing the arm if it gets tired. You're just punching up. Drop it. When it gets tired, you're working those arm muscles. Working the arm muscles one last time. So again, remember swinging if it gets tired. Reaching up. Stretch the hands. Out breath. Don't forget to let the arm drop and swing. Nearly done. Great, that's fantastic. Now we're just going to stretch, reach up, and you're just going to put your hand on your chair. So if you just reach up and into the corner of the room, here and hold. So in your own time, you're reaching up. I could just be here. Some of you here, some of you here. I'm working all the obliques on the side. In your own way. It's best to do it less than me. Some of you have done a lot, can lean a little more. Don't lean too much. It's more that you're stretching all those side muscles. So I could be here, little one, or here. Stretching up in your own way. Reaching up and stretching. I'm lengthening, touching the corners of the room, feeling all my side muscles. Find your breath one last time, each side. And the other side. Reaching, coming back to center, just check inside. We're going to roll those shoulders, roll them back. And then lift the shoulders up, breathe in. Let the shoulder drop. Nice big breath in. And down. Okay, so now we're just going to run on the spot. So you're just running on the spot with your hands. So you're just running. Opposite elbows to knees. Just keep going. Take a break. Using my core muscles. Some of you can really turn the arms. Really working the core today. Stop. Hands on the knees. If I need a break, some of you keep going. Just rest. Some of you can turn a little more. Even more. Just breathing. Nice and controlled. Nice and controlled, really working your core muscles. Nearly done. A few more. Okay, now rest. Now we're just going to stretch, come up, sit down. That's all you're doing in your own time. So coming up, press on the knees, roll the shoulders, come down. Some of you can stretch and reach. And reach. So whatever one you do, take a break if you're getting tired. Stretch. We're working our core. Find your breath. Find your breath. This is working the arms, the legs, the core. Really good. Keep going if you can. Working all the core muscles. Working if you get tired. I can do this without my arms. I can just stop and breathe if I get tired. Otherwise, up you come. Good. Now just stop and check. Catch your breath. Go inside. Check inside. We're going to come to standing now. I'm going to play with the balance. So we're just going to shake those feet out. Oh, we're going to use our chair. So I could just shake my feet out. Shaking feet, swinging knees. See how that good is? Some of you can really bring the knee up with the chair and let that knee swing because you've got your chair there. Lovely. So what we're going to do now is going to play with the balance. I'm going to use my hand on my chair. You can put your foot on your foot on your knee, and hold your hand on your knee, or you can just rest, lift, lift. So I could just be here. It's a balance, remember, I could be here. Some of you are fine. Some of you could play. Just hold that toe. Some of you can hold and find your breath. Have the tiniest wrist, just resting on there. Finding your breath. Finding your breath. Come out if it feels tiring. Give your body a little shake so you don't get tight because you've already worked hard. So I can put my heel. I'm nice and long. This foot's grounding. You could just be here and come out. Some of you could be here. Some of you could just practice bringing the leg up, getting tired and bringing it down because it's quite tiring for this leg. Some of you can rest your elbow there and hold. Just come out when you get tired. Some of you can hold onto the toe and play till eventually you're holding out. Find your breath. Lovely. I'm going to do that on this other side. Give your legs a shake. Okay, so you're going to put your foot on your foot on your knee. Just really use your chair. Hand on your knee would be one. I'm just gently holding. I get tired, I put my foot down. Some have done a lot of this with me. And hold, I could just play or hold. Finding your breath. Might move my chair just a notch there to make sure I've got space. And put my foot inside my ankle. See how long this is? Just there. It's wonderful. Resting when you need. Here. Resting when you need. I can rest and think, oh, that's good. Please don't strain. Some of you holding. Some of you playing. Here. Here eventually. You're holding and breathing. Just my wrist. Making sure you got a nice balance. Then we're going to come out. Okay, give your feet a little shake. You're using your chair. I could use my elbow. I could really hold elbow. So I've got a nice chair. It's a nice width. I can just hold and release. Some of you can take that leg out and hold. And again. So you can just point and flex. Just keep pointing. Some of you can point and release. Some of you can hold that up there. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to get to the other side so we don't get overtired with our legs. So we're just gently going to take that leg forward and back. Just point the toe, pull it up, point and bring it forward. I'm using my core. That's it, keep going. In your own time, you might do less than me. Okay, now I'm going to stand a little behind my chair so you can see. I'm going to take that heel out. Take it out. Just count. 2 more. And just give your body a shake. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So we're just going to take that leg out. So pointing, releasing. You do it much slower than me. Use your core. And now we're going to go to the side. So just to the side. I could do a little to the side. Some of you more. Now just check. Go inside. We're going to work both feet. And we're just going to come up and down. And see, this means you can hold a little on those toes and come down. So the chair's lovely. So you can really find the place where you can come all the way up on your toes and hold. Little space there. Wriggle those toes. Holding. Working all of those ankles. One foot might be a little more vulnerable than the other. Breathing. Feel how good that is. Shake your legs, some of you. They're getting tired. You've worked them really hard. So some of you doing that. Some of you just shaking your legs. Remember how good that is to shake those legs. Really breathing and shake. Feel how good that is. You're doing fantastically. Beautiful. And just go inside and rest. Imagine that breath coming up through the feet. Down through the legs. Again, breathing in. Up through the legs. Down through the legs. Take a sip of your water. We're just going to work the arms. Okay. I'm going to work those arms again. I'm going to take the hands out like this. Stretch your fingers. So remember, if I get tired, I drop them, rest, come back. And we're just going to go back. Anytime you get tired, you rest them, go back the other way. My palms are facing back, nice drop shoulders. And rest, curl down, so you're not straining, just really open that back. Come up, squeeze your eyes, we're going to do the whole face, dragon face. It's glorious, glorious, glorious. You're going to just stay there. And now we're just gently, I'm just going to bring my foot to my foot, or my foot to my shin. I could be here, just get hold of your leg if you can. And you place it on your knee. And we're just gently going to work the hip socket right there. That's all I'm doing. You could have another chair in front of you. I could have a stool, a nice low stool to do this. I don't have to put it on my knee. Some of you can bring that up more and do it a little more, but we're just working that hip socket. Bring it in and out. Very gently. Make sure nothing is a strain. Remember, if I had any problems with my hips, my knees, all we're doing is just working within the range of our hips. See how good that is for your system. We're opening the hips, and then you're going to hold here. If you can, remember, I could have my foot on another stool, on another chair, low stool. It would be here. Some of you could bring it up to here. You've done a lot with me. And you just hold. And we're just going to do the opposite twist. So gentle version here, my foot on the stool. You're twisting a little. Those who've done lots of yoga with me can just plant that leg and turn. Tucking in the chin, finding your breath. Finding your breath. This is not good for your knees unless your knees feel safe. Coming out, you're going to hold of that shin. Feel how good that is. I can hear nice crunchy sounds in my knees. Point and flex the foot. Swing that knee. See how good that is. That's what I need for good knees. If I had knee problems, I'd just be swinging that knee. Feel how good that is. So you can get your foot on a stool. I could just take it up here to here. I could place it on my shin maybe. Be creative. Get another chair. Some of you can be here. And just gently working that knee. Should never, never hurt. We're just opening our hips. That's all you're doing. Just keeping the ankle on the knee. Working that hip socket really slowly. If I have problems with my hips, you'd be rubbing them. You could put your hands in here, remember. Rub my knees, and my knees shouldn't be hurting. Should feel completely safe. It might be a tiny little movement for some of you. It's finding the right rhythm. Mine can be a little deeper because I'm used to this. So I'm just listening in, using my core, I'm pulling in my core, finding my breath. Some of you can just bring it up. You can hold it here, or some of you, and you're just listening inside. And you're just doing a twist. I can't remember what we did last time, but we're going to put a hand on the knee and twist. Find your breath. Find that twist. I'm going to gently twist the other way, so we might not have done both sides. The other one side. So if you do this again, do it both sides. Finding your breath. We're going to come out. We're going to hold, point and flex the ankle. Swing that knee, just that. Give it a good rub in there. Rub those knees. Remember, anything that hurts. I could be here, just doing it like this, but I like to hold, swing that knee. I'm just trying to let this relax. Like this is a heavy weight. Just shaking that off. Fantastic. Okay, now we're going to take that knee wide, and we're gently going to open that hip. You're going to bring that knee up. Bring it up. We're working the side muscles. Some of you can use your hand. Bring that knee up. I could put my hand here. Feel you're really working the inner thigh muscles. That's it. One more time. I'm going to bring your knee here. So some of you just holding this stretch is quite good. You might just lift a little, but gently hold those knees apart. Some of you can lift. Find that stretch. I'm using my inner thigh muscles. Keep going just a little left if that's all you need. 6, lovely. You're going to come back to here. You're gently going to hold. Then we're going to take our legs out and the hands out and just stretch out their breathing. And then come in. I'm going to take our legs out as much as you can, heels out, plant the feet. Just lifting the chest, holding, and coming in. Feel that. Now we're going to take our hands, we're going to come down sideways so you can see. Just take your hands and just rub all those back muscles, tap your kidneys, curling down. So how good that is. Follow your little nose, reaching up, squeeze your eyes, dragon face. Fantastic. Okay, lovely. We'll do something little energetic to start. You can just come up again, come down. That's fantastic. Just to do that is good for our spine. Some of you can come up and kick and down. Make sure you don't miss your chair. Kick and down. Some of you could just do it. Kick down. I'm using core muscles. Working out today. It's also stretching my muscles. Finding your breath. Stop and rest. Curl down your spine. Don't keep going, some of you. Find your breath. Find your breath. Stop and rest. Curl that neck down. Otherwise, a few more times. One more time. And coming down. Just listen inside. Find your breath. Everyone, check your saliva. Little slurps. Just checking inside. So I can get my whole back into the chairs. We're going inside. Feel my spine resting. My back is open. I like to sit forward a little. Make space here, make space here. If you want to just go onto your mats, that's fine. If you want to sit in your chair, put the thumb and finger together. You're coming into your breath. So I'm using my core muscles and lengthening, making space across the chest. Big breath in. So you can do this lying on your mat. You know how to do that, or sitting in a chair. So exaggerating the breath. In and out through the nose. In through the nose. out to the nose. In your own time, just practice nose breathing if you can. Breathing into the nose. Holding the energy, breathing out to the nose. Now we're breathing into the nose, out to the mouth. Into the nose, close the mouth. Holding the energy out through the mouth. And your breath time, not mine, doesn't have to be particularly long. Holding all that energy in the body, breathing out through the mouth. Now we're going to breathe in through the mouth, out to the nose. So breathing in through the mouth. Closing the mouth, out to the nose. In your own time, not mine, into the mouth. Holding for a few seconds, breathing, closing the mouth, out through the nose. Last one, in and out through the mouth. Holding the energy out through the mouth. Next one, imagine you're breathing up through the feet, out through the feet. Out through the mouth. And then we're just letting our breath do whatever feels safe. I could have a little pillow on my lap there and just rest my fingers together, my thumbs together like this. So I could put my thumb and fingers like this. You could be resting, sliding onto the floor on your mat. Listening inside, what's your body telling you right now? And today we're experimenting just with some very relaxed awareness. We're counting from 10 to 1. First out breath is 10. Next out breath is 9. Next one is 7. Gentle breaths falling in and out. And if you lose count, be really pleased you've noticed. And simply come back to 10. You're counting backwards. 10, 9, 8. And when you get to 1, just start at 10. So there's no wrong or right. The only reason to do this is you're trying to stay with your breath, cool that in, warm that out. Bring all your mind's eye, your thinking, your feeling, your attention simply to allow and cool that in, warm that out. If you catch your mind taking you off somewhere, just be pleased you've noticed. Come back to 10. Cool that in, warm that out. Counting your breaths backwards. Just allowing sounds inside, outside, the sound of your breath. Imagine you're receiving what you need on that in-breath and releasing what you don't need, giving away a little bit of yourself on the out-breath. Noticing any parts that come up that get bored or frustrated, and say hello to them. Come back to counting. As you're feeling the air on the skin, the sounds, the taste in your mouth. Seeing behind your own eyes, you're fully in your skin and your senses. Feeling your feet rooted in the ground. Just staying in the moment. You notice you've wandered off. Really feel how fantastic you've noticed. Come back to 10. No agenda. No judgment. Just curiosity. Just soft interest, soft eyes, long spine. Stay with your breath. As you breathe in, you notice any aspects of your feelings, thinking that come up. You welcome them. You come back to your counting. Imagine your face is relaxing. The spine is long. Call it in, receiving what you need. Warm it out. With every out-breath, the muscles are getting longer and wider, and every cell of your body is receiving whatever it needs, right from your marrow to all the blood and the organs and the muscles, all the way out around this electric body. You're aware of your skin and touch, thinking, coming and going. Call that in. Warm that out, receiving what you need. Letting go of what you don't need. And very gently you're going to do, if you're lying on the floor, you might just begin to find a way to come up. If you're sitting in the chair, again, you're just going to let the head drop just a tiny bit and do that little no. If you could just do that every time you sit on the chair, have a pee, just to free your neck, making lots of space in your neck. And when you're ready, you're going to open your eyes and just look around you. Just see the colors. See how everything's a little bit brighter. Really feel your body as you're just getting up from the ground. Be aware of inside and outside. Don't lose your breath. Looking around, just taking in the shapes and the colors, the sounds, just like you did before, the smells, the taste. Being able to see, what a miracle. Being able to hear is a miracle. You're going to rub your hands together if it's right for you to do. You're going to cross your fingers and just rest your hands over your eyes and send a lovely breath all the way to your fingers and toes and crown of your head. Imagine you're sending love, delight. It's a good day to be alive. And as you're breathing out, you're just allowing the parts that worry and judge and criticize. They're part of being alive. You're just noticing them without judgment. And then we're going to take our hands away and just leave your hands an inch away and feel those warm hands, just soft energy. And you're going to rub your hands together and just gently place them over your heart. Send a big breath into our beautiful hearts that are doing the best they can. Remember, right now you're completely safe, you're already whole, you're beautifully made. And when you're ready again, just open your eyes. So go gently with this. It's quite a tough workout in a chair. Lie on the floor for your dead pose relaxation if you like. Leave comments if you found it useful, helpful. Do it between your emails. Do it through the day if you're sitting at work, or between clients if you're a therapist. Okay, lovely ones, I'll see you soon.